this is Duncan reporting for MG Stories and what I hope is the last of the Back Down to Earth series. And I'm very pleased to report the engine is in, all the peripherals are reconnected and torqued up. Those include engine mounts, quite important to hold an engine in, carburetor, exhaust manifold, radiator, oil cooler fixings, the little hydraulic thing that holds the engine steady, electric fan, thanks Gianfranco, and all kinds of other little bits and pieces to hold it together. Oil plug, sensors. I did a little bit of work to improve the wiring. And yes, I've left this piece of paper here because I'm not that bright. And this bit of paper only leaves this place when I've put the oil in, when I've put the oil in the gearbox, and when I've put some coolant, i.e. for racing you have to use water, with a little bit of this little chemical called water wetter, which I've never heard of before. That goes in there. So only then does this piece of paper come out of here, and only then will I attempt to start it. But that's all for the work for now, because I'm scooting over to the UK for a week. So this will all have to wait. And when I come back, it's the countdown to the Summer Classic at Piste Tremblant. Okay, as a final little bit of story for you, and this is for the MG geeks among you, I've got a little competition. So, with many race cars, they end up as shells at some point and get built and pulled apart, and all kinds of stuff gets used to put them together. And this race car, I'm sure, is no exception. I've got a buddy, Bob, who's the former owner, but he bought it from a guy called Jim Allen down in Virginia, who built the race car, who himself got it as a bit of a shell, that he built the race car basically from scratch. And I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to the numbering of the cars and that kind of thing. And all this had was the body number. It didn't have the what North Americans call the VIN plate on it. However, in taking it out, all the engine out and things, there is a little secret place where a VIN number gets stamped, and it's way down there on the chassis rail. And I was all excited when I found that plate, because it was still there, and with a bit of camera work, you can tell what the VIN number is or should be. So I got all excited about that, and what I did was I took a picture of it and worked it out. Now, I've got a little competition for any other MG geeks out there, because this is the VIN number that I wrote down, and I'm not going to tell you here because it's a geeky question for you MG nuts that look up VIN numbers and tell us what the year is and whether it's left-hand drive and things like that. There's something slightly wrong with this VIN number, and I'm going to be counting on comments in the comment section of this YouTube video. What's wrong with this VIN that makes it a bit of scrap? So answers on a postcard into the comments, and I'll tell you next time. But for now, I'm done. I'm going to clean up, deserve a little drinky. Natalie's waiting for me, and we're going to call it a win right there. Testing to be done, fluids to be done, but for now, it's a win. This is Duncan for MG Stories. Back to the studio.